Hi, this is Aiden with I/O, and today we're going to be talking about I/O dampers. Now, we have a whole bunch of series of I/O dampers. You might hear MD, CD, D, HD all thrown around, but what does that mean? Today, we're going to go into each of those. Starting with our zoning, we have a variety of different zone dampers, and these dampers vary in torque, timing, and control type to make sure it fits the zone system that you're trying to build. So starting off, let's talk about our D and HD series dampers. These come in round and rectangular, but the key here is they come with a 2-wire spring return actuator. So what that means is you give it power, it either powers open or closed depending on the configuration, and you take away power, it springs back. These are kind of our most simple dampers, and they can work on a variety of zoning systems. Again, as I said, they come in both power open and power closed configuration, spring return the other direction obviously. And they can also be packaged with a 120 volt spring return actuator as well. These can be used on all of our non-ESP zoning systems, as well as plenty of other systems in the industry. The D-series dampers use 2-wire 24 volt 10 VA actuators. Now with our ESP systems, we have a need to modulate our dampers in order to bleed off that excess static pressure. So the damper that we use as standard in these systems would be our MD series dampers right here. As you can see, these are equipped with Belimo actuators. They have 18 inch-pounds of torque and a 60-second timing, but they are power open, power closed floating point dampers, so 3-wire dampers here. The MD series damper works best with I/O ESP zoning systems, but we can also use them on our standard zoning systems as well as other systems in the industry. There's also an option for an attachable LED indication board to give you visual indication of the damper position. Now, outside of working with our I/O series zone systems, we also sell dampers that are compatible with some of these proprietary systems from manufacturers like Trane, Carrier, Rheem, etc. First up, our CD damper, standing for Carrier damper, is compatible with Carrier Infinity and Brian Evolution systems. It has a timing of 15 seconds, again using one of our Belimo actuators. And this damper is compatible with those Carrier modulating communicating systems. It is also a 3-wire power up and power closed, which means you can use it on I/O systems as well. And it has a 10-year warranty to match that of those Carrier dampers. Our TD series, standing for Trane damper, are compatible with all of these Trane systems. They also have a timing of 60 seconds and match the warranty of other Trane dampers. These dampers also have 2.5 VA power consumption, just like our MDs, meaning with a 40 VA transformer, you can run about 15 of these guys on a single zoning system. Now, our I/O ESP zoning systems completely eliminate the need for a bypass damper. But if you're running into a situation where you may need one, we do offer a selection of those. We have standard weighted arm barometric bypass dampers, that's the BH and BV series. We also have our newly launched EZBD, Easy Bypass Damper, which has an easy adjustment spring mechanism, also barometric, and this comes in a variety of sizes to fit your bypass needs. We also have SD series auxiliary dampers, which have a 45 inch-pound actuator, 90-second timing. Those are also 3-wire floating point dampers, very similar to our MDs, just a higher torque version, and we can use those as auxiliaries for our Z2000 zoning system running off of a ZD damper. Now we're going to talk about our I/O commercial series dampers. Starting off with the ZD series dampers, the ZD series works with our proprietary Z2000 zoning system. These are modulating dampers, and they only interface with our Z2000T thermostat either as standalone Zone 1s or in a full Z2000 zoning system. The ZD dampers come equipped with Belimo actuators, but also our proprietary actuator board mounted on the motor to interface with the thermostat and the duct temperature sensor. We've also talked about our SD series dampers, and those can be used as auxiliary dampers on a Z2000 system in addition with a ZD. For larger commercial units or units that may run at higher pressures, we have an electronic bypass with our EB series dampers. These come with a powerful Belimo actuator, as well as a static pressure controller, which is used to monitor the static pressure and modulate the damper to bypass the required air. We have a series of balancing dampers in order to help you balance airflow in your system. We have a manual balancing damper that has a hand adjustment locking quad mechanism, and also our electronic balancing dampers, the BAL series dampers. The electronic balancing damper has a 9-volt DC actuator that is compatible with our BAL-C balancing controller. This allows these dampers to be set quickly, accurately, and no matter where they're located. And finally, we have our OAD series of outside air dampers. Now, these dampers are standard equipped with a 24-volt spring return actuator. They are spring closed, powered open, but they also come with a 120-volt actuator option or a 0 to 10 modulating actuator option. These are used with a variety of our fresh air controls, but can be used in any kind of fresh air intake, exhaust, or makeup air application. Well, this has been a review of our I/O dampers for zoning. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. Thank you for watching.